Sorry, Kiwi fags. Life doesn't work out the way you pretend it does.
Incitement to racial hatred involves publishing or distributing material which is insulting or abusive, which is intended to or likely to start racial hatred. So if you retweet that, then you're republishing that, and then potentially you're committing that offence. And we do have dedicated police officers who are scouring social media. Their job is to look for this material and then follow up with identification arrests and so forth. So it's a really, really serious. People might...
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 Andy Worski is four things.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Women are like dogs.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
I think they're not doing anything harmful. They are, and the consequences will be visited upon them.
We've had to endure much, you and I. Soon, order. UH. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we are its king.
Gods! Good evening, everybody, and welcome to The Midnight Show. After it is always midnight somewhere. It is August 7th, 2024. Over here, where I am at, it is about the evening. So it's kind of a midnight in the evening. But what a series of topics we have to discuss tonight. I wish we had more breaking news. Well, that is the thing. Originally my idea was we'll just stream snipe Camelot stream. Where is that at? His video is called Rekieta Law 1. Bring that up. I have a bunch of other stuff we could take a look at as well. Of course, the centerpiece of the stream was going to be about this Kamala Harris rally that appears to be complete bullshit. The audience appears to be CGI. So people are talking about that, and we'll take a look at people yelling at each other about things they cannot change, such as life. Good to see everybody. I figured a random, surprise, different time slot would allow people who don't normally stay up as late to randomly catch something live. So, is my mic down? Oh, I see that. It is lower than I thought it'd be. Let me bring that up. Alright. That should be a little bit better. You know what I think the problem is? How about now? Now it's actually pointing at me. I forgot to move my seat around a little bit. So thank you for the backseat production help. I do appreciate it. Yeah, you see that I had gone back and listened to the last stream, and I could hear that my mic was way too high. So self-corrected it. It's still too low. Well, I can actually bump it up more. How's that? Alright. So, did Noodle rearrange your desk? No, the new kitty did a little bit. I had to take her out to the living room and close the door, and I finally opened it back up, and I've got my eye on him. She's rather fond of the cords. So yeah, I just can't contain my excitement. I have a bunch of stuff here that we can take a look at, but I want to see what's going on with this Camelot stream. Just look at the freeze frame I found myself at. Perfect, right? So yeah, he's sitting at about 1,100 viewers. So I'm sure something is going on. As you can see, Rekieta Law 1. Definitely not clickbait.
One of the people in the chat that hate his ass, I get it. Like, I understand. You know, I don't care for Boogie, but if Boogie messages me and is cordial with me, I'll fucking, I don't really care. Like, again, I gotta say, I'm not super passionate about stuff. I don't get really passionate about this kind of shit. Like, I don't feel personally betrayed when a creator does a thing and decide to make it my entire personality to destroy them, like on forums. I don't give a fuck.
Sometimes
I'm way too lazy for that shit.
Sometimes it's just amusing. Sometimes it's compelling, maybe the right word. So just catching up with chat a little bit. I get the idea that you don't have to be either at war with somebody or their best friend. At the same time, what is featured in the police report illustrates Rekieta specifically of being a pretty horrific human being that neglected his family, specifically his kids. Like, there's a part in the document, if I remember correctly, where the child walks out with the police, like holding the police officer's hand, and mentions that they need clean clothes and that they're hungry. That happened, right? So I don't know if I could talk to a motherfucker after that. A neglect of their children at that level, I'd never talk to the motherfucker again. I mean, unless it was, yeah, come on to the show so we can tell you how much of a piece of shit you are. That would be different. And maybe that's what he's trying to do now. But fuck being openly friendly. Oh, I just want to be cordial with everyone. No, some people can suck my... Well, I should probably... You can fuck right off. There we go. You don't want to give Nick Rekieta, of all people, the offer of, you could suck my dick. He might take you up on it. This is Nick Rekieta we're talking about. So I don't know much about Camelot. Was he the guy that had the stock car race with the NASCAR? Let's see. Let's unmute. Let's see. I'm expecting Rekieta to call in. That's what he was hinting at earlier in his stream. So I said, hey, you know what? We'll throw up the option of stream sniping this motherfucker because it might be pretty funny. But yeah, let's unmute.
Criminal case, right? You got a couple more shots. Like, don't lose hope. All right, you got a couple more shots to have some fun. But what we can't ignore, right now, is the fact that Nick's clean. Nick's required to take tests. Look, Nick is like hyper honest with me because we're boys. You know, like he has told me that he has not had a drop of alcohol. He doesn't intend to, and like there's parameters around everything he's going through right now. So that's a benefit, or that's a bonus.
I'm going to turn him up a bit, and there's just something incredibly amusing about a guy who has been publicly caught in lie after lie after lie, having court documents of a police report saying he got caught with nearly an ounce of cocaine and ketamine, and then when you talk to him, he goes, "Well, I know he's really honest with me. Like, he tells me that he has a special relationship with me, that I'm one of his closest friends, and he wouldn't lie to me. And he said he hasn't had any alcohol. He hasn't taken any drugs." Imagine being this foolish.
Go to the Swiss. We're already halfway to Naked Snake on the super chats. It's crazy, boys. Thank you again, Slosher and D what? But
hey, Zintrax, it's been a minute, man. I'm doing really well. Good to see you, man.
This really soft on first-time offenders when it comes to drugs. That's what I was reading earlier. So I'm a train wreck on the inside. And that's the issue, man, is people love to watch a train wreck. And when I was watching his last pill stream, I remember watching it and being like...
His last pill
like,
stream.
kind of like laughing and being like, holy...
His last pill stream. Not to be confused with every other pill stream he's done. Like, it's bad enough to have a pill stream, but he's got multiple pill streams to look back on. Nick wins, guys. You know, maybe a good way of not broadcast or having people laugh at some of the things that have happened in your life is maybe not broadcast them for everybody to see. You have to consider that. And I don't think he ever did. That, man, people knowing too much about my life and my family and all of my stuff, this might come and bite me in the ass at some point. This kind of makes you wonder, man. Is it that he was that stupid or what? All right, let's continue on here because my anticipation is building.
Holy shit, this is fucked up. You know? I was like, oh shit. Like, laughing when he said something completely, like, that made no sense. I'd laugh and be like, oh, this is fucked. This is brutal. I think I was talking to Art the Clown in the chat. Like, I was texting him, like, bro, this is fucked. This is a bad stream, man. So I get it. I get things like that are entertaining. But when it comes to children, I had a pretty good idea that Nick was gonna do everything he could to make sure this shit worked out, right? And it looks like he's doing it, you know, to the detriment of the people that want to find it entertaining. I get it, but also maybe find
that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong, because a pretentious person or a smug person, or one might say a narcissist, them getting a small victory is almost always right before they make an incredibly foolish decision that is going to be incredibly entertaining for everyone watching. There's no way that this is an L for the detractors or the Kiwis, right? And I don't think a lot of people realize that. No matter which way this goes, it's going to be funny. There's no, oh man, Nick got his kids back, but what? All that shit still happened. So it's even funnier considering that the system's so fucked up that you could have all of these facts. His stream after stream of him being so pilled out of his mind he can't even like look into the camera straight. And then the government's still going, all right, yeah, everything's fine, bro. That somebody can be that belligerent with breaking the law, and hypothetically, I mean, if they are actually completely fucked up out of their mind, introducing their children to an environment like that, and that's considered okay. But any of you guys, like, what is this UK guy? I'm going to switch gears for just a second here. This guy from the UK comes out and lets everybody know, hey, you're not allowed to say hateful things on Twitter. They're going to come for your ass, right? But this motherfucker gets smashed, blackout drunk, and fucked up on cocaine around his kids, and everyone goes, yeah, you know, it's fine. Get a load of this shit.
Publishing or distributing material which is insulting or abusive, which is intended to or likely to start racial hatred. So if you retweet that, then you're republishing that, and then potentially you're committing that offence. And we do have dedicated police officers who are scouring social media. Their
dedicated.
job is to look for this material,
dedicated officers scouring.
And then follow up with identification arrest.
How many times do you think they've had to see like Goatsy or the Starfish stream? The Rekieta tattoos are so awful. And they look even worse considering his body type. Like, they might not look as bad if he had some muscle mass on him, but he looks so horrible. He looks like he's going to die any day from malnourishment. So these snake tattoos just look incredibly twinkish. But yeah, I'm going to let this finish out another 14 seconds here.
And so forth. So it's a really, really serious. People might think they're not doing anything harmful. They are, and the consequences will be visited upon them.
The consequences will be visited upon them. That's what it sounded like he said anyway to me. So yeah, if someone can be that belligerent. And I know this is the UK, and with Rekieta, it's a different set of cards, right? But I can't help but be amused at how over the top Rekieta has been. You know, he accused one judge of, what was it, leaking alcohol out of her pussy. And then a CPS worker accused her of lying under oath. And this dude still gets, just no trouble by the system. You gotta... That's the Chad lawyer, right? The Chad non-practicing lawyer. Yeah, exactly. How do they determine the intent of a retweet? Because sometimes you retweet something and it's out of irony. Or you just get a load of this. Like, they really... Like, there are riots all over the place in the UK right now. And they'd rather spend their time trying to figure out why somebody retweeted something so they could put them in jail. Fallen Angel, what's up, buddy? Yeah, no shit. Nick looks like he has AIDS. He really does. All right, I'm going to hit live because who knows? Maybe he got Nick onto the stream. I'm looking forward to seeing...
Hey, what?
Oh, jeez. All right. Strike one, asshole. I'm looking forward to seeing Nick Rekieta and the smug expression and that sense of, told you guys so, right before he talks down to everybody about how everyone should have taken him for his word. I'm looking forward to all of that. So, yeah, let's continue here.
Oh no, in February of next year. And I'm like, well,
we might just come back to this in a little bit. All right. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's switch over to Twitter. And we can get into some of this stuff here. So, the powers that be. It's kind of funny. A friend of mine described the rise of Kamala Harris, so to speak. That's the only way I can think of describing it. A friend of mine described it as, it's like with a child where they had one toy taken from them and they were given another toy. Like this, no, you don't need Joe Biden anymore. You want Kamala Harris. Like, an overnight, what appears to be propaganda. Like, I've never met anyone in person that shilled for, who was like, yeah, Kamala Harris, did you know she could be the first female president? Like, no one gives a fuck about that. And yet you hear it nonstop from social media from apparently bots. They don't even seem like they're real people. And what we have now is what many accounts are alleging to be rallies that are CGI generated. And they looked off to me too when I saw this video clip here. Bring the volume down so we don't have to look at it, or listen to it rather. Sometimes we have earthquakes further away. That's not the natural disaster we have to worry about. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that one.
Yes, we'll rally round the flag, y'all. Rally once again, shouting the battle cry of freedom. We will rally.
I'm just gonna stop it there. It's gotten its point across. Who puts a capo on like the 7th fret? Like, look at that shit. That's on the 8th fret. I don't know. Okay, this guy's saying it's real, but this guy also is the one that jumped on stage and Right, that was Benny Johnson, the Who's Ready for Some Memes guy. But yeah, that's what it appeared to be to me as well. If you can see, it looks like there's a green screen around the drummer, specifically. Like, the drum set doesn't look like it belongs there. That guy does look like Baked Alaska. And he's not even playing the guitar. Like, what a fraud.
From the hillside, rally from
Oh, good God. That's as much as I can stand. Oh, yeah, and they had announced her vice president, her campaign partner. That's another thing I don't understand. It's just how blatant it is with, hey, here's some new guy that we want you to worship now. By the way, we love our democracy. This has been an interesting election cycle already. Almost, buddy. We're in the process of trying to have kids, and when the time is right, we're planning on getting married. She's a lovely lady. I have heard about this, what's his name? The Stolen Valor accusations. I haven't read through it enough. Tim Walz. Jeez. They really can't find anybody that anybody's heard of, or any politicians with accolades. It's a little more complicated than that, but for all intents and purposes, you're not wrong. Matter of fact, since we're on the topic of famous people coming out and saying, hey, you know what we like to do? We could go to a grocery store. Jeez, look at him. Look at Ben Stiller. Into his eyes. Yikes. All of... Oh, man. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee real quick to try to not just yell about how fucking annoyed I am about all of these digital panhandlers that make more than any of us do, and they still need our fucking money. Trump, too. There was a solid week before and after the attempted assassination, where everywhere I went, please, it would just be even videos of Trump saying, please, guys, even $1 will help save America, please. And then a video of one of his kids, I think that it was Donald Jr. that I saw begging for money shamelessly, like a bum in the fucking gutter. Like, person after person, like, nonstop. They make a fuck ton of money. And you'll still see ad after ad of these people begging for money. It's fucking pathetic. The one I saw was Kamala Harris. It's what made me think about it, to bring it up just now. Earlier this morning, it was nonstop. Kamala Harris ad, Kamala Harris ad, Kamala Harris ad on every place I would go to. Every device I would use, nothing but Kamala Harris ads everywhere. It just begs the question. Maybe if you spent this money that you could have used on your campaign, instead of buying ads, begging people for money, you could just make your campaign better. Like, do we need advertisements that bad? If you're begging people for money, you don't need advertisements, right? I don't know. Yeah, me too, bro. This has been the third time today I've ranted and raved about it to somebody. So you're getting the very watered down version, but I bet the first time was fire. The first time would have had a go off king. I'm so tired of it. These motherfuckers wouldn't do anything to help anybody. The streets are in a state of absolute shit. The economy is crap. No one has a job that pays enough money to put enough food on the fucking table for everybody. And yet these people who are wearing necklaces and rings that are worth thousands of dollars are going to sit around and talk shit to us about how they need even more of our money. It's infuriating. Especially with how intrusive it's been lately. Like, I tried to watch some TV with the old lady, and you'll get an advertisement before the credits roll. You'll get an you'll get a few ads, right? It's a handful of ads after the credits, and then no, excuse me, I meant to say before the credits, and then after the credits, and then the intro plays, and then it plays credits again, or it plays ads again. It makes me just turn off the fucking thing. Like, I don't even watch TV. If she wants it on, if she wants to watch something, I'll whatever, just throw something on. It's usually been King of the Hill lately. But if I'm home alone, I turn that fucking thing off. Throw on some music. You know, thankfully, I think the only subscription I have these days is something that where I can just leave it going all day. Something bad. You know, I just had some time on my hands and nothing to do. So I figured, I had some shit I wanted to talk about probably tomorrow. So I'm still planning on doing a show tomorrow. But then I saw that we had a major Rekieta victory, and I just had to indulge him. I figured, hey, what the hell? That was the tipping point. I saw that we had a huge victory in the Rekieta case. Let's see, did we get...
Kendrick.
He hasn't brought him on yet. See, is Rekieta gonna big league the guy? That's sad. Yeah, Trump hired rappers. That's why he begs for money. I guess that makes sense. It comes with the territory. I've been trying to do every Thursday night, but you know how it goes. Sometimes I just want to say fuck it, go live. See, I brought up the Camelot stream, expecting with a Rekieta Law 1 in the title that there was actually going to be some discussion about how Rekieta Law 1, but I haven't seen any of that just yet, and I haven't seen him bring on Rekieta, so clearly it was just clickbait. Hey Caleb, good to see you, bud. You should come through Ralph's pilled out interview with Rekieta. Yeah, I've seen it before. A Stone Mexican guy asks, what did Rekieta win? That's what hasn't been made clear to me. I've been asking this from most of the people who have been claiming that Nick Rekieta won. It's like, okay, well, what happened? Did he win? Did he get his kids back? Did it get proved that he actually hasn't been on coke all of this time? That all of this shit that's been said about him and been documented in court documents in a police report has all been fabricated? Is that it? It was the 9-year-old's cocaine. Exactly, man. That's the real Rekieta victory, is he was able to prove to the judge that this was just an act of early teen rebellion. And, you know, who wouldn't want to have a bunch of cocaine when they were 9, right? April got pregnant, so he's winning. I've thought about that, too. I wonder if that's what's going on. Look, guys, he's been pulling up for so long now. Joke's on you guys. He's pulling up on us. Alright, I just gotta take a peek. I'm gonna mute it. But come on, man. I thought you were Nick's friend. Camelot, I thought you were Nick's friend. You can't even get him on your fucking stream, dude. Sad. Absolutely sad. You know, maybe if you defended him, he'd be on the stream right now, gloating to all the haters. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm just gonna play this video again.
Sorry, Kiwi fags. Life doesn't work out the way you pretend it does.
You see, besides pulling out a bottle and licking it like it's a penis, I don't think there's anything that encapsulates Nick Rekieta in one gesture more than that clip. What's the story behind this Camelot guy? I wish I was gonna say I wish I knew more, but now that I think about it, I'm kind of glad I don't. I think he's one of these... Shit, I don't even fucking know. I know less than I even thought I was. Or thought I did. Shit. I'm less informed on him than I thought I was. But I believe he just does these sort of read-overs of court documents. That's what I've seen in the past. Oh, we have something here. Okay, so he's talking about how there was a plea mailed to Kayla Rekieta, I believe. Let's allow it.
Directed to the following and plea offer by mailing a copy thereof enclosed in an envelope, postage prepaid, and by depositing the same in the post office at Wilmore, Minnesota. Directed to the following persons of interest and the address shown below: Miss Kayla Christine.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to keep up with all of it. It's one of those things that I reserve for smoke breaks mainly. Like, all right, I got time to browse random shit on my phone. Might as well read up on what the cows are doing. Okay, so he used to make videos bitching about working at GameStop. I imagine that would suck, though. BLT says he's a very emotional guy. Well, earlier in the stream, he was saying he doesn't really care about things. He's not that real passionate about this stuff. So, at least he cares about something, like working at GameStop.
Rekieta. Oh, ooh. So, Miss Kayla. Shouldn't she be Mrs. Kayla? Oh, shit! The sleuths! The sleuths! Oh, shit! Oh, no! Oh, no! Couldn't it be? Shouldn't it be Mrs. Kayla Rekieta? No! Why does it say Miss Kayla Rekieta? No! No! No!
You're doing a shitty Ralph impression, bro. Like, you're crappy at being the Ralph male. Like, can you imagine how Ralph would have done that bit? No! They figured me out! Just throwing things and dancing. They figured out the Ralph male! I could see it in my head. He'd be so much better at this, I like to think. I don't know where he's at right now. He's probably all pilled out of his mind and not capable of going full Super Saiyan Ralph male. But, okay, first of all, I'm pretty sure a lot of the people in the Rekieta thread that pointed out that she was addressed as Miss Rekieta were just kind of laughed at and called dumbasses. So that's a stupid thing to focus on. And second, if you know that was something that the thread was focusing on, you know, Camelot, that shows, or at least leads most people who are familiar with the situation to believe that you're familiar with the subject matter of the thread. So if you're familiar with that, you're likely very familiar with the rest of the stuff, like the neglect of the children, or the polycule, the cover. The cover. Yeah, exactly. Ralph can at least be a showman. This is just sad. I'm gonna let it play a little bit more, but this just makes me want to shake my head.
No! Oh no! It's been revealed on the stream live. It has been confirmed. She's no longer in a relationship with Nick.
Okay, I'm sorry I have to keep cutting in, but she hasn't been with Nick, or Kayla hasn't been Nick's wife in a long time. Kayla's been our wife for at least a couple years now. So nothing really has changed. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Miss Kayla Christine Rekieta. Damn. Can you believe this shit? All over a tweet. How could you do this to me? All right, let's continue. Sorry, guys. It's got to be a computer error, man. Uh-oh.
She's been fucking and sucking another guy's dick, bro.
You said something about Pee.
She's effectively our wife at this point.
Go get you a taste, baby. Let's go.
Doesn't even need to be in paper.
Go get you a taste. Symbol, nimble. This is the Pee guy you were talking about.
You know, at least if she's pilled out of her mind, she's not bitching at you to clean up the house. You know, do laundry. Am I right? Not when you could have your fucking dad. Okay, tell me, Camelot, is it a victory to have revealed to the entire internet that you, as a man in your 40s who has 5 fucking kids, had to have your dad come and clean your house for you? That was revealed in the documents just the other day. Is that a victory? Is that a W? If that's a fucking W, I don't even know what to think. But let's continue forward.
Something about Pee. Rekieta took the plea deal like a little bitch and bowed down to the government. Still a smart play for I love it. Looks like he managed to suppress body cam forever as well. He's still a cuckold though. Damn you. And ruined his life for the Baldo. Today is an amazing day, Nick says. Got fantastic news. What started as normal has become an exceptional day, finding time for the next stream.
Oh my god. I'd believe it. I believe it.
Look, dude. I see this a lot. And it's people saying he's pressed body cam footage. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. Yeah. So I see people saying he's a bitch and took the plea deal. But what if he didn't though? What would you call him? You would call him.
So what is this fucking stream of Rekieta 1 then? You don't have anything confirmed? You don't have any new information? Then what is this besides clickbait? Excellent freeze frame too, by the way.
I'm a dumb bitch, right? Like, that's how that works. So if he didn't take the plea deal, he'd be a dumb bitch. But if he does take the plea deal, he's a cuck bitch, right? It's all in the effort to be more entertaining. And unfortunately, the plea deal is less entertaining, right? So that's kind of why people are, oh, fuck. I wanted more. Goddamn. You didn't give me enough. I need more. Give me more. Where's more? I'm gonna scroll until I find more. You know who was pretty hot before, like, the world went to hell in a handbasket? Amber Heard. Amber Heard was pretty hot, like 6 years ago. She's pretty hot, man. She's pretty hot right at 30 years old.
Okay, if you insist. Yeah, hey, good to see you, man. Been a minute. Yeah, I kind of need to become more consistent with these streams, but yeah, it's good to see you, bud.
And then she got out of control. She went crazy. And then it was over. Will she flip on her junkie husband? Let's find out on the next Rekieta Law. Art. I love how I'm scrolling past and seeing random Art the Clown memes.
He doesn't seem mad, does he? Does he seem upset, chat, to you? About reading all this shit about Nick? Like, why is he morally invested into this? I don't know. It seems strange to me. It's got that noggin jogging just a little bit. Yeah, at least the real Ralph is sitting in Mexico drinking fucking water out of the jug. What the hell is this?
Yeah, you posted the ghoul. Remember the ghoul you posted like 3 months ago? It's just a ghoul. And it says Rekieta Law. All right.
Well, I'm sure the resemblance was uncanny.
It's funny.
Alright, let's... What do you think, chat? I'm going to, let's go back a little bit. I'm going to find a video.
Is that why I licked the bottle? Real quick. Like I know there's a clip video of me like licking the bottle a million times in the dick stream.
Myself, yesterday, rage. Everyone, distrust everyone. Everyone's a fag. I'd say, quote unquote, an actual business. They're all doing it for money, clout, or whatever. And you've heard people don't seem to realize this because apparently justified.
Oh, alcoholic licked the bottle. I've been licking the bottle for 6 years, I think. When you pour whiskey into a glass and you set it down, a little drip goes down the bottle. When you pay $200 for a bottle of whiskey and a drip goes down, you're like, that's like 86 cents. Lick it.
That's 86 cents. Lick it. Like, what a fucking strange fellow, man. If we're just putting it mildly. What a strange guy. And when I do think of winning, I do think of this exact face. Look at him. Oh, jeez. Alright. We can't just keep watching this Camelot shit, because this is boring. And that's coming from a guy who I think, quite personally, I'm boring. I find myself boring. And me watching this has got to be boring as fuck.
Every damn time with this bullshit, y'all. You guys in the chat serious? Are you serious?
He's just mad at the internet. I thought you were going to have Nick on.
Lord have mercy. He didn't know Ireland.
I'm just going to mute him. Like, what is this shit? Like, nose guarding at this level? Has anything actually dropped about Nick getting his kids back? I haven't seen any documents or any real evidence of anything coming out. So, Rekieta Law won. Well, what did he win? Is his public image restored? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I had it. Pardon me. I had to take a drink out of my coffee. I think I did that a little too close to the mic.
I guarantee you, Aaron can barely bench a plate, if that. I have women in my gym that I train that bench way more than that. Okay.
Bro.
I see his shoulders. You ain't tricking me.
You ain't tricking me.
That's what
I
I'm
go
saying,
to the
bitch.
gym.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, buddy.
Okay. Steer clear of central Minnesota.
It was better muted. I agree. Hold on. I don't know if this will actually be funny.
Well, that's not good.
But I can almost imagine the Ralph
I'm
tuba music
confused.
behind him.
I've been racing.
They got custody of the kids back.
The last year.
Now, if they have a legitimately safe environment for the kids back, that's a good thing. I think a lot of the people who are Nick detractors right now, if they truly believed that Nick was clean and the environment that they were living in was safe, I think they would be happy that they would be reunited with their families. I can't speak for everybody. But what we do know is that the kids were neglected to the point of their bowl, excuse me, Nick's bowl. I meant there as in Nick and Kayla. Nick and Kayla's bowl, right? The man that comes over and fucks their mom. They needed to beg them in dirty clothes to make them food because their parents were coked out of their mind in the master bedroom. That's literally what happened. Based on the police documents and the testimony of Aaron Imholt. He's come out and said this. So, did these things change? Is that a victory for Nick Rekieta? These things are no longer true? I don't know, man. The 9-year-old testing positive for cocaine, is that no longer true? Did that get thrown out? They literally, and I saw several of the nose guarders coming out to say, well, the kids should be doing their own laundry and cooking for one another. This sad excuse for a man has not even been, he hasn't been employed gainfully. Like, he's been doing YouTube as his job. So he hasn't had any restriction to his schedule like the average person would. There is no excuse for allowing your kids to starve, and especially so when you don't have a job. Neither one of them has a job. They just stream to the internet and beg for money. So I'm beside myself, first of all, just based on those facts. And so the kids who are in a household with enough income that they can have, that the parents are able to have a very consistent coke habit, based again on the court documents of a near ounce of cocaine being found in their master bedroom. They're able to provide that, but the kids still have to eat fucking SpaghettiOs. And more to the point, they have to knock on the door of a room where there are orgies and coke being, or excuse me, not orgies, just foursomes. Where they're engaging in a foursome. They have to hope that they don't catch them in the act of doing cocaine or fucking each other. And going, can you please feed us something? I did any of that change? Because that doesn't seem, because even if you got custody back, the very fact that any of that is public knowledge is still a massive L. That this small adult, you got your kids back, okay, but are you clean? Because I for one don't believe it for a second. Every time he's gone live recently, he's looked like he's been more fucked up. According to Robert Barnes, it's your constitutional right to neglect your kids. Now that's a lawyer right there. All right, okay, so based on what I'm looking at, it looks like he's trying to gather money for his NASCAR.
Slowly but surely. Thank you, appreciate you. What's up, Epic Mike? Epic Mike says, "Look at this smoking hot, famous race car driver. How you doing, buddy? You can sell your soul to Mr. Beast, please, Mr. Beast. I will no longer say you a bitch. I promise."
I did see him shilling the 5G blockers.
It's also on my website as well, camelcast.com.
Peak success. Who's for
your
sure.
Favorite Jesus. Oh my God! Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. That $200, all $200 things are drops in the PayPal already. I appreciate you guys.
See, never mistake the fact. It's not that these guys have anything to say, or that they want to stand up for what's right. Oh, I'm going to stand up for my friend Rekieta Law 1. Has nothing to do with that. He doesn't have an interesting thing to say or a hot take that he thinks is going to make a few people rage and a few other people laugh. This isn't about entertaining people. This is about begging for fucking money. It's what it's always been about for a lot of these guys. And I realize, what would the self-awareness, right? I realize I have a live stream going too, and there's a fucking super chat option, but I go live when I want to talk some shit, when I find out about something. Look at this bullshit. Can you believe it? The amount of, what is it? The Steel Toe Morning Show? They have a morning show and an evening show. Like, how many times you gotta go live in a motherfucking day? How many hours do you need of your brain on the internet per day? It seems fascinating for one, but I don't know, man. But yeah, let's tune back into this dude's mic, or to unmute him rather.
How can I support without super chatting? I want to help monthly plus go down to campaign. How can I support without?
He's still going. This dude's still going on about how you can help donate to his fucking channel.
On that link right there. As far as supporting in general, you can just tell me that I do a good job and you like me.
I heard that, right?
Well, you can just tell me that I do a good job and you like me. Please.
That's very depressing. If only you knew how bad things really were. Tyler gets me a job as a waiter. After that, never mind. Alright, I'm gonna let that play again, because that was, little real, huh, chat?
That link right there. As far as supporting in general, you can just tell me that I do a good job and you like me. Please. All right, here we go. You guys see this right here?
Chat, you have my permission. If I ever come out like that, to just completely go total wild death on me. Holy fuck. Alright, I'm gonna hit live, and I'm still calling it that he's never gonna have Rekieta into the stream, as he is implied. Fucking asshole. I was looking forward to that. I was looking forward to Ralph. Rekieta smugly dancing on the haters, just dabbing, just like, ah ha ha, I got my kids back. Doing it just to spite the haters, right? But looks like we're not gonna get that. I'm kind of bummed. How many viewers? He's sitting at 991. It was up to like 1,200, I think, but I think the longer that he goes on, it's just steadily going down because everyone showed up expecting Rekieta to be there, but alas. Sorry, Kiwi farmers. Life doesn't go the way you pretend it does. Alright. So we'll switch over here. We'll tune back in here in a little bit. Breaking 911. Post this video to Twitter.
Local.
Here we go.
Are you confident that there will be a peaceful transfer of power in January 2025?
If Trump wins, no, I'm not confident at all. I mean, if Trump loses, I'm not confident at all. He means what he says. We don't take him seriously. He means it. All the stuff about if we lose, there'll be a bloodbath. Have be a stolen election. Look what they're trying to do now in the local election districts where people count the votes. They're elected, they're putting people in place in states that they're going to count the votes. Right? You can't love your country only when you win.
Are you confident?
Let's play that first part again.
That there will be a peaceful transfer of power in January 2025?
If Trump wins, no, I'm not confident at all.
So, Freudian slip, eh? Freudian slip. Oh, shit. Well, he means what he says. Do you mean what you say? Probably not every time you open your mouth, but I think you meant what you said then. It's funny how they can just go full mask off like that. But any of us speak up a little bit, stand out of line just a little bit, ban. It's really quite obvious the second or third, fourth set of standards that exists for everybody else. Any of you so much as go over the speed limit or not have car insurance, you get the book thrown at you. Oh, what's that? You have a tail light out? We gotta see you in court over this. Other people feverishly just breaking every law that you can imagine, doing some real heinous shit, and they get a slap on the fucking wrist. New. Ben Stiller says he wishes he was black while urging people to vote for Kamala Harris during a Comics for Kamala fundraising call. Stiller praised Harris for being Indian, black, and, quote, everything. Let's go ahead and let him speak for himself.
Woman president.
Oh, wow. Imagine...
That's incredibly exciting.
Imagine being so, like, two-dimensionally brained that that's what mattered to you, is someone's genetic disposition. You don't give a fuck about anything else. I love the fact that she's a woman. What the fuck is that?
Get out and vote and donate. and she's also a historic candidate. You know, it's going to be the first woman president, and that's incredibly exciting. And you know, she's Indian, she's black, she's everything. You can be more than one thing. It's incredible. You know, I'm Jewish and Irish. I wish I was black. Every white Jewish guy wishes he was black. You know, it's just get out there and vote and donate.
It's a weird
and,
thing
like,
to
take
think
advantage.
about.
This is such an important time right now, and this wave of energy that's happening, we got to keep going with it. So please, do everything you can.
Okay. I'm perfectly happy being the guy I am. I don't know if I speak for everybody out there on the planet. I'm just fine being myself, bro. I don't sit around and think, oh man, I wish I was like, what's a good, oh fuck, I was gonna say British, but obviously, right? Especially after that video we watched of the, what's his name? The guy that was saying they need to investigate hate crimes. Anyway. It's strange to me to go, I wish I was black. He said he was a comic, or it's implied because this is comics for Kamala, so maybe he was just making a joke. I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. You got me there. You got me there. I mean, who doesn't? Good times, man. Good fucking times. And even we have this as well, because the Kamala Harris campaign is going full speed ahead, trying to do everything they can to make it appear as though that they have support. So I believe this was posted yesterday. Yeah. Popular Twitch streamer Kai Cenat freaks out on stream after getting calls from Kamala Harris's campaign and Secret Service about a potential stream collaboration. Watch as Kai Cenat, a major Twitch streamer with over 2 million followers, streams from an undisclosed location in Manhattan in a U-Haul truck with thousands of viewers tuned in, and he reveals that he's been receiving calls from Kamala Harris's campaign and the Secret Service about a potential live stream collaboration with Kamala Harris. However, he firmly states that he wants nothing to do with them, expressing his reluctance to get involved in politics. Cenat emphasizes that he has no interest in political matters, even bluntly stating, "I don't give a fuck," and noting that Kamala is getting rejected by everyone. Despite the high-profile attention, Cenat makes it clear that he is not interested. You know, that probably sums it up. We don't have to hear him say it, right? Jojo, good to see you, man. See, a freeze frame game is just off the hook. I saw this, and I just couldn't help but be reminded of another tubby feline. So, for no reason at all, just play this fat cat. There you have her. Rekieta, why I lick the bottle video still just got a chuckle out of me. 3 days off, right on, man. Enjoy your weekend. Let's switch overlays here. All right, here we go. Some news stories to entertain you guys. Olympics 2024 porn site has offer for pole vaulter whose penis got him disqualified. While the French pole vaulter finished 12th and could not reach the finals in Paris, Cam Soda VP Darren Parker, who finds an opportunity for him in the law, saying, "If it was up to me, I'd award you for what everyone else saw, your talent below the belt." Let's see. Okay, so the pole was knocked down by his dick. I see. Okay. We wanted to offer him a job. All right. Nothing more that I could find there, but I think here is something a little bit more relevant. Man used powder on gums for pain and didn't know that it was cocaine. When I saw this article, I was so sure it was going to be Nick. I was so certain. A Lancashire man involved in unrest outside of a pub during a weekend of demonstrations pleaded guilty to possession of cocaine. Liam Powell had been part of a large-scale disorder outside a pub in Bolton on Sunday, Manchester Magistrates Court heard. Police found the 28-year-old in a group of 3 males and 1 female. After the search, officers found a small snap bag containing cocaine. The court heard that Powell has 11 convictions for 17 offenses, including 3 drug-related matters from 2012 to 2021 and a violent robbery offense in 2018. Defending duty solicitor Gabriella Black said Powell had used the powder on his gums for pain relief and did not know that it was cocaine when he purchased it. Asking for Powell to be punished with a fine, Ms. Black said Powell works as a fabricator earning 400 British pounds a week. Judge Hurst said the aggravated features of the offense had been the high-risk environment in which he was found with the cocaine, with police only attending due to the large-scale disorder. So it was just my pain reliever, you know. It's just aspirin. I crushed it up a little bit, put it in my pocket. It's fine. I like the mugshot. The mugshot's excellent. Moving on. New York City subway riders are breathing in hazardous air, study finds. New York University researchers found that the average subway platform had 4 times the particle pollution exposure standard deemed safe over a 24-hour period by the EPA, and 9 times the exposure guideline set by the WHO. The researchers note that although commuting time is only a portion of the entire day, riding the subway accounts for a significant portion of a person's daily exposure to PM 2.5. At that size, these particles penetrate the lung, and it's been shown that small particles cause issues with cardiovascular, respiratory, and neurological diseases. We have 5 million riders per day. Imagine the human impact one might be having in a single day in New York City's subway system. So just keep that in mind if you ever plan to take the subway station in New York City. Maybe find an alternate route. We got a couple more here. Man taking out trash to the dumpster with guns slips, shoots, and kills himself accidentally, according to police. This is just like an episode of King of the Hill I saw the other day. I think it's like season 3, where what's his name? Buck Strickland and his wife are getting a divorce because he cheated on her with his mistress, and his mistress begins to try to seduce Hank, and it's this whole thing. So she tries to frame somebody for murder and accidentally shoots herself while going into the dumpster. Let's see. I wonder how much you knew, right? Bro, I've mentioned Davy Crocco a few times on live stream, bro. RIP, by the way. We've had several Fs in chat. According to police, a man in his 50s or 60s was walking to a nearby dumpster while carrying both his trash and his gun. And that's when police say the man slipped in a wet area and somehow the gun went off, wounding him in the chest. Police said the man, however, continued to walk down to the hill to the dumpster where he was later found. He was taken by an ambulance to an area hospital where he later died. SAPD said investigators found a gun near the trash bags. So he was like, he shot himself on accident and then still managed to walk all the way down and put his trash in the dumpster. Like a man in his 50s or 60s Still, like, shot himself and went, but I have to make it to the trash can. I already did, bro. Yeah, Davey, unfortunately, had, I don't want to go into specifics, right? Because it's sad. But, yeah. Mr. Crocco is, unfortunately, no longer with us. We have this one here. Florida mom claimed her neighbors were pedophiles and tried to have them killed, authorities say. Deputies were ambushed instead. After 3 deputies were shot, 1 fatally, a search warrant showed the suspects had more than 20 guns, body armor, and anti-government propaganda. A Florida mother whose family is accused of ambushing law enforcement officers, killing 1 and injuring 2, had sought to lure neighbors who she believed were pedophiles into a fatal trap at her home, but was interrupted by authorities, law enforcement officials said on Monday. A search of the family's home in Eustis, northwest of Orlando, received more than 20 high-caliber rifles, shotguns, and pistols that had been staged around the living room, Lake County Sheriff Peyton Grinnell said in a news conference. Strange pictures, I have to say. Authorities also found a stockpile of ammunition, body armor, gas masks, ready-to-eat meals, ghillie suits, anti-government propaganda, and media promoting conspiracy theories. Oh no. How come you never got a copy of Wilshire Boulevard? I feel you, bro. I should have gotten a copy of Wilshire Boulevard. I'd have read that whole fucking thing out loud. But for me, what I'm reading in here, it begs the question, well, what, were the neighbors pedos? Let's see, the public defender assigned to represent Julie Sulpizio could not immediately be reached for comment. I'm sure she hasn't been. Reading through this real quick. In her interview with investigators, the detective said Julie Sulpizio said she could visualize souls and it was her job to bring her husband dark souls. You had it wrong. I don't think he meant people with dark souls. I think he meant just a copy of Dark Souls. When officers tried to negotiate with the Sulpizios for the release of Link's body. One of the officers. Grinnell said a woman inside the home was captured on the deputy's body camera, racking her gun and yelling, "My king will kill all of you." That's fucking nuts. I wonder if this body cam footage is available. Makes me wonder. Reminds me of that Onion clip where the guy was like, I have a plan to bring down Obama but it's not because he's black or anything. I just think he has a dark soul. And no, I don't mean it like that. I just mean he doesn't care about people. Alright, I'm going to, once more, tune into this fucking guy. And so I see that Nick Rekieta is still not here on his friend's live stream.
Seth Rogen is the guy that's hiring him. And the guy farts, and Seth Rogen's like, "Huh, weird comedy. He's like, they're like kind of fucking around, and he's like, "Huh, you guys are kind of funny. I get the comedy bit. It's funny." And then, like,
ladies and gentlemen, we have a super chat from Rekieta on Camelot's channel. Sorry, I could not remember his name for the life of me there for a second. Bringing this on stream here, or on screen. $20 from the Rail King himself. Hell yeah, bro. Thanks, boy. Keep racing and running hard. Cheers to everyone out there. One day I will get to tell the whole story. It's way crazier than you can imagine. There you have it.
Like one of the guys farts. He's like, now it's kind of weird thing. Even though a lot of people are trying to display it as a bad thing, I think it's a good thing. Call me a Baldo washer if you want. I just think it's a good thing. Speaking of being a Baldo washer, don't forget the link is right here.
Holy fuck! Are you gonna fucking beg for money again?
We happen to fund the rest of the year right here. Here's the link. Here's the campaign. We've already raised.
Get a job, you fucking bum!
You guys so much. Basically, it's the math on how to pay for 3 sets of tires for 8 races. That's kind of the whole math. So 3 sets of tires. A set of tires is almost $3,000. It's brutal. So, thanks to everybody that's helped out on that. It's already freaking taken off. So I appreciate that. I don't deserve that support. And I honestly didn't think. I thought it would get like $5. So I really appreciate that, guys. All right, let's continue.
All right, yeah. So the only reason I keep checking back in with this was seeing if we were gonna have Rekieta call in and give his side of things and try to correct the haters, right? To own the Kiwi farms. But instead, we just get this clickbait bullshit from this guy as he begs people for money. I mean, I get that I'm just watching his video. I was expecting something juicy, some fucking drama, some content. I don't want to tune into this fat bastard begging for money. He's sponsored by Tim Pool. What a shame. Why are you letting him shill in your own bloody life? To be fair, that is an excellent observation. That is totally fair. I didn't expect him to be like begging for money this much. Hey, good to see you, buddy. I just can't mask my disappointment, bro. Like, I was expecting a little bit of something to, like, go, yeah, I can rage at this for a minute. I can, give my hot take, and all I can say is this guy sucks. It's kind of stating the obvious, water's wet, sky is blue. His race cars wrapped in a giant Timcast logo. And what has happened to all these people, bro? Yeah, nothing worse than starting a video and the first thing is this video is sponsored by blah blah blah, promo code this. Yeah, I'm not into that shit at all. Dude, here's something I can talk about for a second. I'm very pro archiving channels. I think that everything needs to be clipped, archived, everything needs to be out there. So the people that take the effort to watch something, clip it out, and put it up there, they're doing good work for a lot of people, right? I'm not against having archivers put up ads, but there's a certain point to where it becomes egregious. I was watching one of the clipping channels earlier today, and it just made me turn it off. There was an ad at the beginning, and at first I'm like, okay, I know they have to do the work to clip this shit out, but I was still mildly annoyed that you're going to take somebody else's content and not even transform it a little bit, like have some editing in it to make it to where it's uniquely yours. You're just going to take their content, clip it, and throw ads in front of it. It's kind of shady. But then when there were mid-roll ads on that piece too, I'm not watching that channel anymore. I'm out. I don't need to see that bullshit. It's irritating to me. it's become less of a hobby for everybody and been 100% about trying to earn an extra few bucks. It's just slimy, and I don't know. Just the priorities are reversed, man. Yeah, 100% agreed, Zentrax. That's what ruined the internet in general. Shit, I don't even know if I have an email address that I use for stuff anymore. I'd say contact me on Twitter. My old account got restored once Elon took over. So it's just Wild Smile with a D at the end. Wild Smiled. At the time of making it, it seemed clever, but now I realize how stupid it all sounds. Yeah, I actually just found, when I was going through the files, all of the old episodes of the Crockpot. So that was kind of... I listened to a few episodes. I haven't experienced that myself, but it wouldn't surprise me if they're changing the algorithm and all sorts of shit like that. Let's see, what else do we have? I was really banking on, yeah, we're gonna have smug Rekieta sipping on his drink, waving a Baldo around, telling everybody how wrong they are. But nah. We would not be so lucky. Alright, how far are we? Hour 17. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about then. They're trying to do that whole TikTok bullshit, right? I think I've officially gotten to the point with trying to have hope that we were going to have some content, some juicy Rekieta dabbing on the haters, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. You see, already, this being like my first experience, for lack of a better word, with Camelot, or following his content at all, dude introduces himself to me and to you guys as a guy who, oh, I'm gonna get Rekieta on, you know, and then kind of teasing everybody with this clickbait bullshit. Doesn't exactly leave a great first impression on me. Bishop, good to see you, man. Still no body cam. I believe we're still waiting on that. We'll probably be waiting for a while, unfortunately. I've been at the edge of my seat waiting for that shit to drop, man. Yeah. I would agree. They're all fucking grifters, man. Yeah, same with me, Jupiter. I was at one point, shit, back when the quartering was probably at like 10,000 subs, I was sub to him. And at one point, it was just, there was too much posted in my feed all the time. Like, quantity or quality over quantity. At least, that's what I prefer. Thank you. I'd hope I'm more entertaining than Rekieta. Dude could literally put my ass to sleep, and has. I'll respond to the old lady. What a funny thing to turn over and read in chat. Yeah, I agree 100% with that. That people are more addicted to the they're more addicted to the outrage at things than they are actually generating content or having something to say about it. It's like people who like to complain all the time. They're addicted to finding something to complain about and then just bitching about it because it makes them kind of feel better about themselves. Oh yeah, the quartering 1.5 2x speed for sure. It's just a certain mindset. And I remember there being a little bit more juice to the steak, right? There was more shit going on the internet back then. I mean, yeah, it's crazier now, but it's just so hollow. No, it's still just watching this. So from here, I've seen something that might entertain us for a second. Yeah, find something to complain about to make that money. See, now you're thinking right. See, I just want to complain about other people complaining about people making money. It's like the whole hate speech bullshit. I don't hate people. I hate people who hate people who hate people. Or I hate people who hate people who hate hatred. I'm just that righteous. Yeah, exactly. Like that critical guy. It's like if you make a video about current topic 5 times a day. Yeah, I actually just watched the Graveler sketch the other day. How easy is it to make documentaries? It depends on how much effort you put into them. I tried to make one on something a while back, and the amount of time I put into trying to do the first 5 minutes took an enormous amount of time to where I just had to eventually walk away from it. So it was like, because I wasn't going to be able to pull it off, quite frankly. Yeah, I saw all of that latest. What is it that Sneeko? He had a back and forth with Sneeko, and ended up saying some stupid ass shit. I like editing if I'm working on something else while I'm doing it. Well, I came across this channel a while back. This is one of the newer uploads. And since this individual is now sitting on a very large W, and all of us are completely blown the fuck out, and we're all seething right now, I will play this in a celebration of victory for the Baldo. Hold on. There we go.
Check it. I'm Baldo. Chillin' Suprema got my folks working hard. It's a crazy dream, old man Bob. Thinking he's the boss. Nah, man. I'm the king. This is my house. For sore mom's scrubbing floors. Dad's dusting the shelf while I'm kicking.
Alright, that's enough. But as you can see, a real king has his dad come and clean up his house for him so he could get his kids back from the state. So who's seething now, chat? Oh man, yeah, Styx is a bit of a strange fellow, for sure. I forget which video it was that made me go, I'm good off of hearing his takes on things. I think it was about how bestiality being illegal was an infringement on his rights or something along those lines. I could be thinking of somebody else, but it's like, I'm good. Shadowlay indeed. Let's see here. That might be Vaush. You could be right. I lost track on a lot of these guys a while ago. Oh, yeah, see, there's still stuff about sticks I'm learning to this day. But yeah, we're about an hour and a half in. I think that's a good place to call it. So, I'm still annoyed. Damn it, we should have had a little bit more of smug Rekieta talking down to us about how he's really winning and we're a bunch of Karen prudes. That look, just because his 8-year-old daughter got into his cocaine, that doesn't mean that he can't have a W and dance with it all around the internet. That all of us are actually the ones who are blown the fuck out and mad at the internet. I mean, does this look like the face of a man who is losing? Really, though. Like, let's zoom it in a little bit. Look at that face. Do you feel like you're losing, chat? I feel like I'll never recover. This man getting his kids back, I'll never recover from this type of victory. This type of total Baldo victory. Let's play it for a second.
Sorry, Kiwi fags. Life doesn't work out the way you pretend it does.
That's sobriety. You know, one of the other things in the documents that was revealed is apparently his parents attested that they don't believe he abuses alcohol or does cocaine. They don't even know what it looks like if someone were to be drunk or on cocaine. Oh man, yeah, the stand up stuff. Do I still? Hold on, chat. I got something for you. This might take me a minute to get to. Godwinson's cover of Easy Lover. I haven't heard that in a minute. Let's go. Wait. I don't think this has any audio.
Raphael is...
Okay, yeah, it does. Never mind.
Raphael says, Nick, you're getting eviscerated by Kiwi Farms. You gotta chill, dude. Yo, Nick, Rekieta. If you haven't realized this, maybe you don't know. Kiwi Farms.
Okay, yeah, so that's what it was. It doesn't have him telling the jokes. Damn it. I thought for a second I had his stand-up routine uploaded. See. Didn't he imply that if the children did ingest cocaine, it was because it was in the air. It was aerosolized. Yeah, buddy, that makes total sense. Please, not his jokes. Yeah, the Rule the World Spencer clip. I was looking for that earlier today. Not the audio clip, I have that, but the OBS plugin that allows you to use chatbot audio commands. Oh yeah, he had Rekieta hella did stand up. There was before the, I was gonna say pill stream, coke stream. He was hanging out with the comedian YouTube clique, like the Chrissy Meyer and those types of people. And yeah, I have these clips on my phone. But I don't have them on my computer, unfortunately. Huh. Going to turn down the volume.
French. Here you don't want to be involved in the area. I don't want to be involved. Here you don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved. You better run if you want to be involved, Aaron.
Hey, it's $100.
I don't want to be involved. You have way too much money for this $100.
I do not.
Has anybody here got an indie comic book? Yes, me. You? What indie comic book? Prove it.
Comic book?
No, but Joe Bull does, and I'm editing it. Death. Death. Sounds right. Just like that. $18, 300 pages.
Wait, did you just...
This guy is unironically wearing a Sweetie Squad hoodie. Is that Riley? Or Young Ripa, excuse me. Yeah, I've been playing guitar recently. I have. Oh, it's tempting. It's tempting, but yeah, I've been playing the shit out of this thing. Yeah, dude, that nose is fucking. The nose knows for fucking.
Wait, did you just tape something to him? I can ventilate you.
$18 for 300 pages, Black Mike. You're never gonna get a.
Ventilators? Mount up. So I had uploaded that for a stream a long time ago and then forgot I had it. Imagine him telling to Johnny Depp some of his stand-up when they talked and getting no reaction. Yikes. Well then. He looks so fucking drunk, Jesus. Well, I mean, since he has won, right? Like, we're all of us detractors and critics are completely blown the fuck out. Since we know that for sure, we'll never recover. Let's go ahead and watch this victory. Jesus Christ. This dude looks more fucked up than Ralph ever was, man. Oh. Yeah, let's just go. Where do you even be? Because it's like a 3-hour long stream. Let's just go to right here. he looks kind of sober compared to what we just saw.
It looks like one blurred out. Yeah, it is. I've tried to get my dick in the slot. It doesn't work, Jim.
Okay, interesting time to tune back in.
Galdi Gadalfilia says, can't wait till Rumble offers you that multi-million-dollar contract. Rumble says, would you let Aaron feed your kids canned spaghetti? He cooked him right, I guess. Are you talking about SpaghettiOs or whatever?
I gotta rewind that.
Feed your kids canned spaghetti. He cooked him right, I guess. Are you talking about spaghetti?
Gas. No, apparently, John, from as the lore goes, he was actually getting head from the human fleshlight.
Or whatever. Look, if you're gonna come to my house and cook my kids SpaghettiOs, just do it right. Just do it right. Why? This is so weird. Can you cook SpaghettiOs? Can you not cook SpaghettiOs?
They saw this. The court saw this and said, "Yeah, I don't see what the fucking problem is, bros."
What are you? What are you? Hypocrite, termless,
Hippocrat,
mentally disabled,
a Hippocrat. Are you voting Hippocrat this year?
Broken? Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know, Nick. What the fuck are you talking about?
Cooking spaghetti. Go for it. Cool.
SpaghettiOs, you fucker.
I don't get it. People have their own like jokes and theories, and then they run with them.
Yeah.
They stop tagging.
Imagine that. Imagine they had people on the internet running with random shit.
Consider Rekieta as a responsive letter about Make Your Life Epic LLC. I don't even remember what I said. I remember my letter about Montegraph's lawyer. These guys, I'm like, hey, you're faggots. We therefore decline to consider Rekieta's responsive letter about Make Your Life Epic LLC. So there they go. Go for the fucking letter. Thus, advancement of the false forums, or of the forums, governmental interests favors application to Minnesota law.
He's so fucking drunk. I gotta keep letting it play.
So this is the case that they have. I'll bring it up. I'm not gonna watch it on stream. Oh my god. There's a fucking mouse. I fucking hate these streams. Yes, I'm 18. Leave me alone. Another drink? You earned it. Finish this one. How's that? Granola says, this is a good impression of an online personality trying to self-destruct. You're nailing it. Yes. You should figure it out. I'll be what you need, guys. Space Alien says there's a big trial with a former president. If you were sober, you do a good job with that. Can't actually. Isn't a stream of the trial. They outlawed all photography and outlawed all videography. You guys have disgusting point interests. Yes, that's the plan. At least at night, if not during the day and also at night. What I'll do, though, is I'll find Marco Randazza and I'll nail him to a cross. Does it matter what cross? No. Even if it's the light cross, I'll nail him there. Be like, by the way, your beard is retarded. It's a lesbian woman from my mom. He'll say that and send this away. Let's see. Holy shit. Anime sucks cope. And Sneed says, okay, law. I want to show this on stream. Make cantining is praised. Why would you do this? Why now? And I'm happily inebriated. And he says, I'm fucked up too, Nicky boy. And then fist. Good. Nick, fucked huh? How many times did you say the N-word in CP tonight? your gully, you bitch. Christian. And she just, the pizza goes further into her mouth. Then he like goes, I'm tired. She goes, no, I'm not that tired. But he lays down your thighs or whatever, and then he dies because she rolls over on him. End of story. You sit here and pretend no, of all people. Liberals are like, you know what? I want to jam a person on a proud pornography site. I want to talk about no.
So every once in a while, I have to unplug my mic and plug it back in. So yeah, that's what happened there.
I'm dead, you retards.
All right. Oh, wrong thing. We don't need to mute me again.
It's okay. Guys, I'm fine. Oh my goodness. You know when you have a you want to do a show to talk about how your lawsuits go.
I don't doubt it, man.
Lawyers, you've
Good to see you, by the way.
Have fucked up dramatically. Yo. Cool. I get the legal argument, but this is the legal education you don't get normally, right? Have you guys seen how the case is going for Nate the lawyer against Boozy? Have you seen it? I sit here like pondering your orb on Israel, like, oh my god, I care about Israel and Gaza. Why? Go work at Target or whatever you do. Whatever the fuck your skill set is. You're sitting here like.
So one of the things that Aaron brought up in the in his interview with Kino Casino is that Rekieta punches himself in the head when he gets really upset. That's a good freeze frame right there.
On Israel, like, oh my god, I care about Israel and Gaza. Why? Go work at Target or whatever you do. Whatever the fuck your skill set is. You're sitting here like.
Can you imagine?
I care what Anderson Cooper thinks about Israel. No, you don't. He's just jizzing in his own mouth. I don't understand the words coming out of your mouth. I don't either.
That's probably a a good place to call it with Rekieta, right? Yeah, I've been playing the guitar sober usually. Yeah, you know, if there's been one thing about this whole Rekieta thing, it is that reassurance that I'm glad I quit getting drunk every fucking night. It's probably not good for your health. Shit, I had a guitar pick. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, fuck yeah, man. Congrats, brother. Me and the old lady are trying ourselves. We have a few things to work on, but without going through too many details, that is what we're working on as well. So, fucking congrats, brother. That's awesome. But with that, I'm trying to think of the proper way to conclude. October, that's like right around the corner, man. Let's see. What do we end with? Yeah, I think that's the right one. Play your song. If I can find... Oh. did think I would make it for today, but I forgot sunrises on the way. Some days it's just hard to see the light, but that doesn't mean I'm going down without a fight. The sun finally hits against my skin, and I feel the wolf coming from within. Now I look beyond the red skies, waiting for the new light to hit my eyes. Look upon the pages of my past, and I'm glad none of it decided to last. I couldn't remember the rest of the fucking lyrics. Let's see, I got one more. How the fuck does this go? Something fuck. This is something I was learning the other day. Shit. She walked out with empty arms, machine gun in her hand. She is good and she is bad, no one understands. She walked through in silence, never spoke a word. She's got a rich daddy, she's her daddy's girl. She loves naked sex, he loves evil sex. She had lost control, they are growing old. Will hide silence, then her day will come. She's a virgin vixen, she's on the run. She is on the run, she is on the run. Alright. Housetops and gutters, from the oceans to shore, the warning signs have all been bright and garish, far too great a number to ignore. From the cities and swamplands, from the highways to the hills, our lovers never had a leg to stand on. From the aspirins to the crosstops to the elevels, but I will walk down to the end with you, if you will come all the way down with me. From the entrance to the exit, it's longer than it looks from where we stand. I wanna say I'm sorry for the stuff I haven't done yet. Things will shortly get completely out of hand. I can feel it in the rotten air tonight, in the tips of my fingers and skin on my face, the weak last gasp of the evening's dying light. The way those eyes have always loved illuminate this place like a trash can fire in a prison cell, like a searchlight in the parking lot of hell. I will walk down to the end with you, if you will come all the way down with me. Alright. Hell yeah, bro. I don't know, it just felt like someone was asking me, like, I don't know how to end the stream. Hey, we'll pull out the guitar. And, like, you know, it's funny you say that. It's sitting right here because I was jamming right before I started. Alright. You know, this one, I don't know if I got it right. Hey there, friend, see you feeling blue. Parents push swish around and tell you what to do. Dad makes you clean a room and go to bed. Instead of watch TV, you have to do homework instead. And I know it makes you angry and you're full of rage, but let me tell you a secret, I wish I knew at your age. What if next time you're angry and you want to fight back, just put an ounce of cocaine in your daddy's stack and you can get a new daddy, get a new daddy. Police will take the old one away in a caddy. You can get a new daddy, get a new daddy. Stay up real late, kick back and light up a fatty. You can get a new daddy, get a new daddy. In a couple of months you'll probably get a new daddy. Get a new daddy, get a new daddy. In a couple of months you'll probably get a new daddy. About the beggars teaming up? Shit, I haven't heard. Which ones? Fuck, which ones? They're all like a shitty, like, what are they called? The Avengers. It's like the Avengers of people begging for fucking money on the internet. Alright, so I'm kind of just in the zone now, so I'm just going to play until the old lady gets here. It was a clear black night, a cool white moon, oranges on the streets, trying to consume some skirts for the eve, so I can get some phones rolling in my ride, chilling all alone, just hit the east side of the LBC, on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. See a car full of girls, they don't need to tweak, all you skirts know what's up with 213, so I looked to the left on 21 and Lewis, brother shooting guys, so I said let's do this, so jumped out my ride, said what's up, so folks started posting gats, so I said I'm stuck, since these girls peeping me, I'm a glide swerve, this was looking so hot, the straight hit the curve, bigger, better things, and some horny tricks, I see my homie and some suckers all in his mix, getting jacked, putting my swell back, I can't believe, I can't remember the lyrics, took my rings, took my Rolex, I looked back, brother said, damn, what's next, I got my homie hemmed up, and they all around, they going seeing if they going straight pound for pound, they can come up real quick before they start to clown, I best pull out my strap and lay the gusses down, they got guns to my head, think I'm going down, I can't believe this happened in my own town, if I had wings I would fly, let me contemplate, I dance in the club, exit scene in the crook, one in the hole, Nate Dogg is about to make some bodies turn cold, now they jumping and yelling, it's a Chad that made me, Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. All them buses down and let my guide explode. I'm switching my mind back into freak mode. If you want skirts, sit back and observe. I just get a hose over there on the curb. And now Nick got the freak, said that's a no fact. Before I got jumped, I was in the same track. Back up, cause it's all negative E and me, the woman to the G. Just like I thought, they were in the same spot in need of some desperate help. Nick Dogg and the G-Child were in need of something else. One of them sexy as hell, I said, ooh, I like your styles. Cars broke down and you seem real nice, would you let me ride? I got a car full of girls and it's going real swell. The next stop is the East Side Hotel. I'm tweaking to a whole new era, G-Funk step to this, I dare ya, funk on a whole new level, the rhythm is a bass and the bass is a treble, chords, strings, we bring melody, G-Funk, where rhythm is life, and life is rhythm, if you know like, hey, what's up, babe? Hey, dog. Oh, she was here a second ago.
That's what I was looking for. Are you still streaming?
Yeah, there are people listening to me right now, so. Oh, you're fine. Yeah, I did see that DSP was on the Locale podcast, which is an absolute good get for them. Like, well done, lads. But if they're getting Jim on as well, hell, shit, that's gonna be very good for them. Well done, lads. All right. thinking of something. Like, what's short? Do do do. Doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. Mentos fresh and full. Is it full of life? Nothing gets. I can't remember. It's G C A and D though. The whole song. All right, well, gentlemen, and a few ladies, I think it's like 5% of the audience based on YouTube demographics, who are people are probably lying about anyway. I'm gonna play this for a second, and who knows, I might be back. We'll find out. But this is gonna delay us for a few minutes while I figure out the hell I'm gonna do.
Doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. Take it easy, you are full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. Take it easy, you are full of life. Just 'cause a day is a day, it doesn't mean it's okay. There's always trouble in your life. Heavy clouds in the skies, tears are filling your eyes. It's easy when you're full of life. Fresh goes better, fresh goes better. Fresh goes better, it's easy when you're full of life. Fresh goes better, it's easy when you're full of life. Easy when you're full of life. Doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. Take it easy, you are full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. Take it easy, you are full of life. Just 'cause a day is a day, it doesn't mean it's okay. There's always trouble in your life. Heavy clouds in the skies, tears are filling your eyes. It's easy when you're full of life. Fresh goes better, fresh goes better. Fresh goes better, it's easy when you're full of life. Fresh goes better, it's easy when you're full of life. Easy when you're full of life. Yeah, 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 yeah. Heavy clouds in the sky, tears are filling your eyes. It's easy when you're full of life. Fresh goes better, fresh goes better. Fresh goes better, it's easy when you're full of life. Fresh goes better, it's easy when you're full of life. Fresh goes better, fresh goes better. Fresh goes better, it's easy when you're full of life. Easy when you're full of life.
So I don't know, chat. Do we stick around for a minute? I've got a little bit left in me. That was going to be the outro, and I decided, you know, how about doing a post-credit sequence? We'll just hang out for another minute while I decide what the fuck it is I'm cooking tonight. Probably chicken. Yeah, well, that's sort of how it goes, right? It's always ups and downs. You know, I remember when Nick Rekieta was on top of the world, or Ralph for that matter, or Mundane Matt. On a long enough timeline, the survival rate for anybody drops to 0. Yeah, I think chat's starting to catch up. They have no idea the powers of autism they're fucking with. For real though, the amount of autism that is just active on the internet and bored, like that autism is totally bored out of its mind. So now everyone has something to dedicate themselves to, you know. Magnathedra, good to see you, man. Yeah, I kind of just did a random in the middle of the day stream because I was bored. So a guitar dungeon, hell yeah, man. I have about 4 stringed instruments. Well, they're all guitars and basses, but I would like to get more eventually. But you know, there are other more important things I should start saving for. Do you think Tonka will come back, dude? That would be an interesting one. If Tonka just started something up, maybe I don't even know how he gets Gator. Yeah, dude, Tonka Saw with the Gator Gamer. And who else would they get? That could be interesting. With Bibble. Fuck. What do you think, guys? I just have to tune back in. Rekieta Law 1. Did he really? Did you bring him on?
A recorded phone conversation.
No, he
On
didn't.
the other end of this line is a different form.
That this Camelot guy sucks. Love you, babe. Okay. So that has been confirmed. He got his kids back. Okay. Because I've seen people saying that, but I haven't like seen any sort of definitive proof behind that. And from what I understood, wasn't Rekieta going to live stream today so we could gloat? See, I'm looking forward to that part. Because inevitably, when people are smug and they begin to gloat, is when they start to do really stupid shit. Just sit back and build up your mental ammunition and unload it when everything falls apart for others. Just be cool, guys. That's what you gotta do, is just be cool, stay cool, rinse and repeat. Just, when you see dudes act like this, do the opposite. Go, I'm just gonna avoid everything that this guy does for a living. Sort of like when you were a kid and people would bring up, what would Jesus do, right? What would Nick not do? What would Baldo not do? And do that. Yeah, I have friends, like IRL friends that watch local podcasts and Kingdom Casino. So I heard about them getting Dark Side Phil on, but I didn't hear about them also getting Jim. We'll see how that goes. I still enjoy Jim's content, right? But I haven't really watched a stream of his in a minute. I don't know. What would Jesus do? He wouldn't put on the fucking Baldo, Nick. Really, kitty? Really? That cat is just... Yeah, that's the new kitty. She is attached to our hips. Sorry, it sounded like she was in distress for a second. It'll be such a letdown if we don't get that footage, but that's life. I'm expecting us not to get it. Let's see. That was such a bummer. I was like ready for that footage to come out. I'm like, I'm gonna watch every second of this. Nope. We've all collectively, as the internet, have Kino blue balls. Absolutely sucks, but it's the way she goes. All right, dudes. I think that's a good place to call it. I'm gonna go make some dinner, or prepare for dinner rather. She typically cooks it. But yeah, that'll be it for now. I will try to be back tomorrow at the usual time, the original 12:30 a.m. Technically Friday, but you know, by everyone's standards, Thursday evening. So as they say, do I have that clip? Hold on. Funny thing is I have it on my phone. Bear with me for just a second there, chat.
Another world-famous super rocket Mr. Magic Rap Attack. About that time to bounce. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm ghost. But before I leave, gotta remind you, be yourself, because you might find yourself by yourself. And any fool can learn from his own mistakes, but it takes a wise man, wise gal like you, to learn from the mistakes made by others. Quick reminder, persistence always overcomes resistance. Peace.
So I figure, you know, we'll just play the clip instead of me just referencing or ripping it off, depending on your perspective. So good night, everybody. Be yourself, because you might find yourself by yourself, and anybody can learn from their own mistakes, but it takes a wise guy like yourself to learn from the mistakes made by others. Quick reminder, persistence always overcomes resistance. I couldn't resist myself. Peace.